more of the International Plowing Match and Rural Expo, and they call it a plowing match for a reason. We are with farmers outstanding in their field. Today it's the championship, it's the last day of plowing, so let's get our plow on! I have Wayne Downey with me, who is an IPM judge. We are out in the field. This is the championship plow. This is the big day.
It's one of 4 days competition for total points to decide 2 winners to go to compete at the Canadian Championships, which is in Ontario next August at London.
So tell me, is it going to be close or what?
Well, yes. This is the best of the best, and they compete with all their power to win. Nobody ever shows up to help make a crowd. This is serious stuff. This is what it's all about.
This is what the plowing match is really all about. And we are out in the field. Now, tell me, you've got your scorecard here. What are the most important things or the things that you're looking for when you're judging the plowing competition?
First of all, a regular scorecard, we have 20 aspects out of 10 points each for a total of 200. And 4 times on that card is straightness. So 40 points out of 200 is for straightness alone. And then we have, I would say the next important thing is conformity, which means all the furrows are identical. That's big. That's what plowing is really about. You have to know how to adjust your plow to achieve that. And then of course, where they start is the crown. There's points for that. Covering grass. And
what's an open split?
An open split is when they start, which is what's behind us here now. They throw a furrow out each way, and the big reason for it is for weed control. Because if you don't, if you just start plowing like this, there's a strip in the middle that isn't cut, and the weeds are right there the next spring. So that's why an open split came into being, so that you disturb all the weeds in the fall, which is your primary tillage. And then you end up with a nice even seed bed. It's about land stewardship is really the best way to describe it, I would say.
Well, you remember Sarah from the opening day parade, and now we have our Queen of the Furrow in training. You're not quite there yet. We have Celie here with us. So as Sarah, we were just chatting and you said Celie's in training.
Yeah, I reign over the entire match till Saturday, so she gets 2 days of training and I'm not giving up till then.
Perfect. And then what happens? What's the process?
Well, then I take over from Sarah and I'm going around. I've already been invited to my first match coming up in Peterborough, but for the next year I'll be going around to matches and meetings and farm shows and lots of other things. And then next year when I'm in Simcoe, that's kind of my match, and then I will hand over my crown and train her for a few days to take on for the year after.
Wonderful. And what riding are you from?
I'm from Waterloo, North Dumfries. I live in Ayr, Ontario.
Oh, we're gonna fly down in the easy chair. Ooh, we ride behind towards the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair.
Aw, what's a plowing match without just a little bit of mud? We've had some rain, we've got some mud on the ground, but you know what? It isn't dampening anyone's spirits. Now I just gotta get myself unstuck. can be dining.
Hey!
We've made our way over to the quilt tent, and with me I have the committee chair herself with me, Nancy. Nancy, you had an extraordinary turnout this year for the quilting competition, did you not?
We had probably one of the most astounding turnouts. We had 132 quilts in the competition, and then we asked for some older antique quilts because of the 100th anniversary, and we got 46 of them. Amazing quilts and workmanship to survive, some of them well over 100 years.
Wow, that's going to be about a record for the amount of quilts you got
We
had in
did,
the competition.
yes. But 172 for the competition, and 32 of those are youth quilts.
Way to go. Now let's talk about the youth quilts. You'll definitely want to check those out inside too. You had a great turnout for that as well.
We did, and the majority of them are 10-year-old to 14-year-olds. They're the enthusiastic ones.
They can probably sew better than I can.
And me.
I've got my milk moustache. We are in the Dairy Farmers of Ontario tent, and another day comes to a close. Tomorrow, day 5, the last day of the plowing match. We've made it 5 days. Can you believe it already? Now tomorrow, don't miss George Canyon. We of course have our closing celebration, but there's still so much left to see, do, experience, taste, and smell. Come on out and celebrate with us.